They burst into cruel, mocking laughter the instant I stepped through the door, that sharp, brittle sound people make when their certain victory is already in their grasp. My parents didn't even try to conceal their glee. Seeing me clutch that thick red folder, plain and unremarkable, only made them laugh harder. In their eyes, it screamed desperation, a pathetic final attempt from the daughter they'd spent years breaking down into nothing. But everything shifted the moment the lawyer spotted the wax seal embossed on the cover. His easy smile vanished in an instant. He shot up from his chair so fast it crashed against the wall. He leaned in to whisper urgently to his assistant that instructed her to call security right away. That's when the laughter died in my parents' throats. I stayed silent. I simply took my seat, set the folder down on the gleaming oak table, and let the heavy quiet begin to choke the air around them. Looking back, it's funny what details stick with you. I still picture my mother's hands, once so soft and loving when I was little, later turning icy and distant the day she decided I wasn't the daughter she wanted. I remember my father's voice, warm and charming in front of others, but cutting like a knife behind closed doors. They adored the perfect image of a child, not the real me. Only Grandma Eleanor saw past the fake family story we put on for the world. She noticed the hidden wounds they inflicted, not on my body, but deep in my soul. She was the one who taught me true strength. Real revenge, she once murmured while kneading bread in her cozy kitchen, feels sweetest when they never see it coming. Back then, I thought she was just talking about baking. The betrayal didn't hit all at once. It crept in slowly like a noose pulling tighter over time. I started noticing strange things long before she passed. Crucial papers vanishing from my mailbox. Mysterious charges appearing on my bank statements that I never made. My parents constantly claiming Grandma was losing her mind, even though she could still outsmart anyone at chess, planning moves far ahead. Then came the message that shattered everything. My mother accidentally forwarded it to me instead of my father. Once she's gone, we'll finally get full control of it all. Make sure the lawyer has the updated version prepared, and keep the girl completely in the dark. The girl, not their daughter, just a roadblock in their way. I didn't break down in tears. Grandma had trained me better than that. Instead of confronting them and giving them time to cover their tracks, I quietly started gathering proof. Every faked signature, every changed date, every suspicious call they made to her doctors, pushing for a ruling that she wasn't competent. Whenever Grandma asked me to come over, I was there. She would study me with those piercing hazel eyes, and I swear she sensed the change in me. Just 7 days before she died, she slipped a small brass key into my palm. "No matter what anyone says," she whispered softly, "trust what you already know." I didn't fully grasp it then, but I understood completely the day after she was gone. Tucked away in her safe deposit box waited the red folder, sealed with her family crest pressed firmly into hard wax. Inside lay a treasure trove. Audio recordings, financial records, personal letters, doctor's notes, all meticulously detailing my parents' long scheme to rob her blind and paint me as unstable to silence any objection. She didn't hand me a grand house or fortune. She armed me with unbreakable proof. I pored over every single page until I knew the whole timeline by heart, better than my own life story. I met secretly with her true attorney, not the one my parents had paid off. His face went pale as he reviewed the evidence. "Your grandmother," he said in a hushed voice, "prepared for exactly this. We built the case carefully, step by step, in total secrecy. I learned which pieces would hit the hardest in court, what was strictly lawful, what was smart strategy, and what was pure drama for maximum impact. I chose to wear red that day because Grandma always said a bold, clean blow never needs to hide." Now, picture the tension in that little reading room. It was electric. The lawyer finally turned to them. "Mr. and Mrs. Harlan," he announced clearly. "You are mentioned in Mrs. Eleanor Brooks' will solely in connection with potential legal action." My mother blinked in shock. My father let out a sharp breath as if the floor had suddenly dropped beneath him. The lawyer pressed on, his tone calm and unwavering. "Miss Brooks bequeathed her entire estate to her granddaughter, Sarah Harlan, along with comprehensive proof of your financial abuse, medical interference, and attempts to coerce her." He opened the red folder wide, their faces turned ashen in perfect unison. You can't possibly be serious, my father spat. She's making it all up. The lawyer calmly pushed a USB drive across the table. Your own voices are captured clearly on these recordings. Security stepped in at that moment, not to remove me, but to shield me from them. My mother reached out desperately, as if one touch could magically revive her role as a caring parent. Please, she begged in a broken whisper. We can still make this right. I rose slowly, met her gaze directly, and spoke for the first time. You already tried to make it right your way. Grandma ensured it would be done hers. They were led out before the formal reading could even start. Their frantic cries echoed down the marble hallway. Pure panic, not rage. I lingered in the room afterward. It felt peaceful at last, almost comforting. I traced my fingers over the red folder one final time. Grandma didn't pass down riches or property. She gifted me something far more powerful, the unfiltered truth. And truth, revealed at precisely the perfect moment, becomes the greatest inheritance anyone could ever receive.